Hello and welcome to Maka Dai Dai Shogi lesson number 5 on the unusual pieces. Today we'll be covering the more powerful but strange pieces in the game. The first piece we are going to be discussing is the Capricorn. The Capricorn can move like a bishop on any forward or on any backward diagonal line, like so. But at any point on its diagonal movement, it can hook off at a 90-degree line, like so, only if it captures a piece at the end of this movement though. If not, it can only move like a bishop. This hooking move makes it an extremely powerful piece. It can cover every second square on the board with these hooking movements. But remember, it can only hook if it captures at the end of its movement. Starting at the back of the pawn line, the Capricorn can hook out and then capture, but it does take 2 movements to hook back into the line. The next piece is the hook mover. The hook mover can move on any vertical or horizontal line like a rook until it reaches the edge of the board or another piece. Much like the Capricorn, at any point on one of these movements, it can hook off at a 90-degree line to complete another movement, like so. This combination of either vertical or horizontal movements combined with a hooking movement means that if the hook mover is in the center field, it can cover every single square in the open battlefield. This makes it an extremely valuable piece to have. The hook mover can move out of the pawn line and then turn at a 90-degree to take another piece, but it does require 2 moves to move back into the pawn line, for it can only hook if it is to take. The lion dog. The lion dog can move up to 3 squares on any vertical, horizontal or diagonal line. This means that it doesn't have to stop once it reaches a piece. It can continue until it reaches a total of 3 squares, as if it moves 3 times each move. So it can take once and then move back twice. This is a total of 3 squares on each turn, but only on its original starting line. It is able to take up to 3 times in each move, but it doesn't have to. It can move once, twice, or thrice per move. This makes it a very valuable piece to have. The lion dog can move twice, taking twice, and then once away from any danger. Or, what makes it an extremely valuable piece is it can take and then move back into the square it starts, as if taking without moving. The lion. The lion can move in any direction around it, like a king, but it can do this twice in any move, as if it is to move twice, like so. The lion could jump over a piece to end up in its second move position. This makes it a powerful piece as it is covering every single one of those squares. This means, like the lion dog, it can take up to twice, or appear to take without moving. The Kalin. The Kalin can move in any diagonal direction 1 square, or it can jump to a second square on any vertical or horizontal line, like so. This means that it can jump out of the pawn line or back in and around other pieces with ease. The Phoenix. The Phoenix can move 1 square on any vertical or horizontal line around it, like so, or, like the Kalin, it can jump to a second square, but this time on the diagonal lines around it, like so. This means, like the Kalin, it is good for jumping out and around pieces in your offensive line. The Knight. Like a knight in the game of chess, it can reach on an L-shaped jump, but unlike the knight in a game of chess, it can only do this forward. This means it is good for jumping out of the pawn line, but it can never return or step backwards. That's it. Thank you for watching Maka Dai Dai Shogi lesson number 5.